getting more involved in the voting process, electoral politics in like 2014, 15, 16, that led me to be like, wait, we're going to probably need to go a little bit further with this in the future. But what I always say, and what you said really resonates with like one of my catchphrases, which is witchcraft without activism is cosplay.
Yes.
That's just
put that on a shirt and I'll wear it. Damn, that is it. I mean, that's really what it is. And unfortunately, on the right, especially the kind of far right, they got that memo a long time ago. They got that memo before the last time Jupiter was in Pisces. They got that memo a long time ago. And on the left, we're so busy seeking perfection and perfect alignment that, and also, unfortunately, I think a lot of times on the left, what happens is people really want to be special. They want to be the star of social justice or the star of a movement. And it gets in our way, because I have a podcast where people ask me questions. Over the last couple of years, I've gotten a lot of questions from people saying, I feel that I can be a part of the world's solutions and I just want to know what I'm meant to do. And that question, while it comes from a really earnest and heartfelt place, it betrays an egoism. It's like the desire to be the center of things, to be special and important. And a lot of times in movements, we just need to get in line and do the work as the people who've already been in the trenches say to do, because every activist needs help. Every movement needs help. And we don't need to be special as individuals. We just need to be a part of the solution, whatever the hell that means.
Absolutely. And I also think in addition to like, perfectionism, like being charitable, I think that, you're going to get more disagreement with architects than you will with arsonists, right? Like, since people are vaguely on whatever that means, right? Whether you are a liberal that actually means well to like a deep leftist, right? We're all trying to make the world better. So there's going to be more disagreement there. And if you're just trying to keep things the same or make them worse, there's a million ways to do that. You know what I mean? So it's like, I do believe that. And also, unfortunately, it's wrapped up in the way that our world works anyway. And so when you're appealing to power, like on the right, you're willing to defer to a lot of things. But when you're going the other way, what happens is that a lot of the time you do defer to authority, but that authority is intellectualism and to, unfortunately, intellectual elitism, which in our world, especially in our country, is tied to white supremacy. And white supremacy is what removed the legitimacy of astrology and of all indigenous forms of understanding and, so-called Eastern magic or whatever, right? Like, these are ancient ways of knowing that were erased by essentially European hegemony and the idea that only an elite group of people know and everyone else is, I don't know how much of a slur this used to be, but they literally used to call Native American people dirt worshipers because they worshipped like the earth and the sky, the sun, and like the literal planet we live on. And that was somehow something to denigrate, right? And so that, is something that people on the broader left, right, especially liberals, they look at astrology and they say, this is unserious. This is because someone told me when I was a kid that this makes no sense or that this is silly. I refuse to take it seriously, even though, people are very unscientific about things that they don't consider to be science. It's like, you don't learn astrology by just guessing. Like, we were talking before we went online, thousands and thousands of hours of study, right? Like,
yes. Yeah. And this is like, you're speaking to so many things that are so important. And I think, one thing I've experienced is I've had clients who've waited a year to meet with me, who spent good amount of money to have a consultation with me. And the first thing they say is, I don't really believe in this stuff. This is just for fun. And I always want to say, girl, if this is for fun, why'd you wait a year? If it was just for fun, why didn't you just walk into a storefront? Because it's not just for fun. And